Boo! Yup, the haunting stories that chills our spines are all around the world. Tonight we're diving into one of the most chilling legends you've never heard of. The story of Whispering Pines and the curse that haunts it. This tale dates back over 100 years, rooted in tragedy, mystery, and terror. So sit back, turn off the lights, and prepare yourself for the haunting of Whispering Pines. Whispering Pines is a place that locals say you should never enter after sundown. Nestled in the remote woods of upstate New York, it was once home to a small village. But today, all that's left are ruins and whispers, and according to legend, the restless spirit of a young girl named Emily. Emily was the only daughter of a family who lived on the edge of Whispering Pines. She was known for her kindness and a beautiful singing voice that could be heard echoing through the trees as she walked along the forest paths. She loved the forest, especially a small pond hidden deep within. She called it her secret place. And every evening she would sneak away just to sit by the water's edge, singing softly. But one stormy evening, Emily went to the pond and never returned. Her parents searched for her all night, calling her name until their voices grew hoarse. The entire village joined in, but as dawn broke, it was clear. Emily was gone without a trace. Days turned into weeks, and the villagers began to fear the worst. But then, they started hearing her voice, singing softly from deep within the woods. People would swear they saw a shadowy figure by the pond, only for it to vanish the moment they got too close. The legend says Emily's spirit was trapped there by a curse, one that anyone who steps into the forest after dark would suffer. For years, locals have claimed to see a girl in white wandering the forest, her eyes hollow and her face unrecognizable. They say she calls out to people, asking them to join her by the pond. Some who have seen her up close say her face is twisted in pain, her eyes forever searching for her family. Others say that if you look into her eyes, you'll be trapped in the forest, never to leave. Over the years, some brave or perhaps foolish souls have ventured into Whispering Pines after sundown, armed with flashlights and curiosity. Many have left unharmed, but others, well, let's just say their stories aren't quite so reassuring. Let's hear their views. I was camping with a group of friends when I heard a voice, a girl singing. It was soft at first, but then it grew louder. When I turned, I saw a figure by the trees just staring at me. Her face was, I can't describe it, but it wasn't human. We tried to leave, but the path back kept changing. It was like the forest wouldn't let us go. I swear we walked in circles for hours until the sun came up. One of the most chilling stories involves a man named Tom, an avid paranormal investigator who decided to visit Whispering Pines alone. According to his friends, Tom was determined to prove that Emily was real, or at least that the stories were a hoax. But that night, Tom experienced something he would never forget. Tom recorded everything, and at first there was nothing unusual, but around midnight his camera started picking up sounds, faint footsteps, soft singing, and whispers that seemed to come from nowhere. Then, his camera froze on a single frame, a girl standing inches from the lens, her eyes hollow and her mouth slightly open as if whispering something. Tom ran out of the forest, abandoning his equipment. When he reviewed his footage, he discovered something even stranger. The last frame had burned into his screen. A haunting, unblinking image of Emily. To this day, locals warn anyone who dares visit Whispering Pines. Some say Emily is still searching, calling out for people to join her by the pond, forever bound to the place she once loved. They say the curse is real, and those who hear her song are doomed to disappear into the forest, never to return. So the next time you hear a soft voice calling your name from the shadows, remember Emily's story. Perhaps it's better to ignore it and walk the other way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more chilling tales. Until next time, sweet dreams, and remember, some legends are better left alone.